Hands up for China. Hands up for Japan. Yeah, we're just talking to me. They were just talking to me. Actually, take his shirt off. Yeah. We've got $20 for that. Shirt's off one.
You know the rules.
Shirt's off one. Bobby. Fun curve.
Right? Glad there's no
No, I feel worse about it. Your turn now.
Alright.
There's another one. Yeah! Alright, there we go. That drew a crowd. Dude, take your shirt off, man.
Alright.
I go.
Yeah, it's a katana.
Look like George.
Oh,
that's a still thing. I mean, what's that doing?
The use of katana should be the extension of yourself. Mainly for samurais and ronins, etc., foot soldiers. There's always also a personal weapon for the spirit. But there's so many schools, so many art forms. But then the banning of the use of swords finished during the Meiji era, and then the new government united and all that, they started banning swords. But it was actually a difficult transition for samurais and ronins to actually stop using swords when swords took over. But yeah. But you all know about katanas, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's not explained, you know the history. But you know that the original design of the katana actually came from China.
Yes.
Did some of you know? No? Not really? Just imagine, without the tsuba as in the guard, and this is the blade is straight. And if those swords actually came from the Tang Dynasty, which I used to have them but I left in China, same design they handle too. And all the swords are exported from China to Japan. And then from here, the blacksmiths were influenced by the design, but then they decide to alter it by curving it. Because in the difference between the Japanese culture and the Chinese culture, Japanese people are more straightforward. They want the weapon to be more straightforward. Rather than having the stabbing, they want it to be more slashing. Because it was more effective that way. So that's why they decided to curve it and put a guard on it too. Cool? But other than that, in Hollywood sense, there's actually different types of metals other than the usual steel. That's a realistic katana. And on a Hollywood sense, if you're doing stage combat or stage performance fighting, this is actually aircraft aluminum, super light. You can do tricks whatever you want, as fast as you want. You can start juggling for it. It's actually really fun. Actually do a little form, blah blah blah.
Whoa. I don't feel safe. So yeah, these will be used in competitions to stay curved, plus it's actually dull. You don't get hurt, but it will still cut you a little bit because I got a little scars here without scratching my offhand. And this one here, still made out of aluminum and zinc. So it's like different metals, different densities, etc.
So I'm going to start in the back, and I'm going to pass around this one, which you can open up, take a look at. It's nice and flat and not sharp. This is the aluminum one, the nice light one. And then I'm going to pass around this one, which is real. Do not open it, please. You're probably going to hurt yourself. This has gone through a car door. This is actual hand-folded, hand-forged katana. Extremely dangerous, extremely expensive.
Yeah, don't hold
So you can feel the weight.
This one's aluminum. We'll actually use these on the movie set.
Yeah.
Because one, it's super light and you can move super fast, so they always care about speed. But the thing is, they always got to give these to the stuntmen, not the extras. The extras that they were given to stores, it would just be a single mold and just never come out. Because you can't trust extras with weapons, because anything can happen. But for this one, for choreography to work, they can swing at each other, but they don't make too much contact. They cheat with the camera angle. It looks like it hit, but they just swing past each other and just keep going. And throw a sound effect on top. But there are other aluminum swords where it's actually more denser, so you can actually do hits and take lighter hits. So actually, contact swords for a movie one is the same thing, carbon steel, heavier, but this is unsharpened. Well, I had to hammer the tip because it's still sharp. Still pulls the thread when you stab. But for contacting from blade to blade, you can go smack as hard as you want, and it's durable, so you can use it again and again and again, saving production money. So yeah, actually, yeah, it's a lot heavier than aluminum. Quite a good workout though. You all know this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little ninja sword. Where everyone can.
It's made.
What?
I don't think that was a real sword, though.
Yeah. I was going to get to that. Thank you. Oh, sorry. I know, I was going to get to that. Thank you. Yeah. There was no physical evidence for this that this ever existed in the Japan or ever used in the war. I've learned how to use ninjutsu as my style, and we don't use swords. We actually, if you were, I mean, it's true that the blade would be shorter, but it would be mostly a wakizashi or a loshi. Mostly smaller and it's actually lighter to carry out and fast, because we're mostly in the indoor setting.
So where did that come from? I mean, like, I've seen that pop up, like, I like L5R, which is the RPG based off of Japanese and Chinese culture, and like Ninjato is like what their shinobi use, and I've seen it in the Hanzo movies, so is it just like a...
Here's the thing, in Japan, their version of Hollywood Japanese swords is that they thought it's cheaper to actually have a straighter sword than actually bending it. Plus, because it looks fancy, but that's Japanese television. That's their style of, like, entertainment. It's just a selling for the audience to go, ooh, ah, and everyone got into the whole trend of, like, ninja swords. That's what they believe in. Plus, the Tsuba is actually square. It's actually not a very good guard, because most Tsubas will actually have to be round. Because if you imagine, this is actually on your back. Because you saw them pull the sword out the back, right? Imagine rolling around and having the edge stuck on your neck. Every time you have to do a roll, it's stuck every time on your neck. Plus, you can't pretty much roll with a straight sword. Are you going to fix it up? Alright. But yeah, Japanese film television thought, yeah, straighten the sword, make it look fancy, get the toy, straighten it in the house. Yeah, that's quite a collection I got though. What else? Any questions? Anybody? Oh, you all know. You all know. You're pretty much experts at the Hanadoki-con. Yeah, we are. And yeah.
You know how to use one? Anyone can really
Play with the marshmallow. If you can kill somebody with a marshmallow.
It depends how many marshmallows.
Y'all want to know what these are? I don't have to say the names, do I?
Nunchuck.
Here we go.
Oh, good God, thank God. Dad?
But you know, they were originally farming tools.
Yeah.
Farming tools to beat rice.
Yeah.
Or grain or rice. Beat them. And peasants were not allowed to hold swords, so farmers also have to defend themselves from bandits or raiders or anything. So all they have are farming tools, which will turn as weapons. And then from practice, then they become master of use of it.
one, I'm just not going to use this one because I know these are legal in California if you're having, walking around. Instead of California, you can have
I think you can do stuff like I was talking about earlier.
compared to what I have holding right now, these are okay. Performance, not just which is a lot lighter, but just more performance because of a shorter chain, so I can actually have more control. When you're holding it, of course, the chain in the hand, right?
I'm just don't have it.
I have it. Which, I don't know. When I move again, it might be better to you guys.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to handle shorter chains. It doesn't even hurt that much. It's so light.
I
So
might
fast,
have
but like I said, it works with stage work. It's more
Learn a whole
entertaining.
development about what
Makes the clients happy, makes your audience happy. Because now, of course, we're in California, we live close to volume in LA, everything's entertainment, everything's safe. Because you wouldn't, realistically, you want to use them on stage. And actually, this would happen.